In this video, we're going to be looking at the bones of the hand. In the wrist region, we see the 8 carpal bones. Carpus means wrist. The 8 carpal bones are arranged in 2 rows of 4 bones each. We have a proximal row of 4 bones and a distal row of 4 bones. Let's start with the proximal row. We can see the scaphoid. Scaphoid means boat-shaped. Lunate, which means moon. Triquetrum, which means 3 corners. And sitting on top of triquetrum, we have pisiform, the P-shaped bone. In the distal row, we have trapezium, which means table-shaped. Trapezoid, which means shaped like a table. The capitate, capitate means head because if we look at this end of the bone, it looks like the head of the humerus. And the hamate. Hamate means hooked because when we look, we can see it has a nice hook shape to it. Beyond the carpals, we have the 5 metacarpals. Meta means beyond. So these form the bones in the palm. Metacarpals are easy to name because we simply use the word metacarpal followed by a Roman numeral. So on our thumb side, we have metacarpal 1, metacarpal 2, metacarpal 3, metacarpal 4, and then ending at metacarpal 5 on the little finger side. The phalanges are also very easy to name once you get the system down. So the first word is going to be its position in the finger. Is it proximal, middle, or distal? The second word is phalanx. Phalanx is a Greek word that means lines of soldiers. And if you look at the phalanges of the hand, you can see it looks like lines of soldiers standing in a row. The last part of the name is simply going to be the Roman numeral that indicates the digit number. So remember, thumb is always 1, pinky is always 5. Let's look at the thumb first. Now, the thumb has 2 bones, and we know this because if we bend our thumb, we can see that it only has a single joint. So in the thumb, we have a proximal phalanx 1. That's the bone that attaches to metacarpal 1. And at the end of the thumb, we have a distal phalanx 1. In all of our other digits, we have 3 bones. So let's look at digit number 2. We can see a proximal phalanx 2, middle phalanx 2, and a distal phalanx 2. And then it's basically just the same for the other fingers. Proximal, middle, distal phalanx 3, proximal, middle, distal phalanx 4, and proximal, middle, distal phalanx 5.